Hello students, in this session we are going to start the chapter number 9, that is morphology of flowering plants. Now you know that angiosperms are the flowering plants and they belong to phanerogams in the system of classification. You have already learned regarding kingdom Plantae. So angiosperms are the flowering plant and they are the only plants which show development of fruit. That means seeds are protected in fruit. So angiosperms live in different habitat. Now angiosperm has a vast variety of plants. Now the morphology of the plant shows that it is differentiated into root, stem, branches, leaves and flowers. So the parts of the plant, that is a root, stem, then branches, then leaves, are called as vegetative parts, while flower is the reproductive part of the plant. That means flower carries the process of sexual reproduction in plant. Now the flowers are of different color, then they are of different shape, different sizes, and these flowers are developed on a special branch. The special branch is called as peduncle. So the arrangement of flowers on a specialized branch is called as inflorescence. Now here we can see the two types of inflorescence. The first one is racemose inflorescence. So in this diagram we can see the racemose inflorescence. Now in racemose inflorescence, the peduncle continues to grow and its growth is unlimited. Then it shows presence of a apical bud and this apical bud continues to grow. Similarly, the flowers are arranged in acropetal succession. Now acropetal succession means the mature flowers are at the base of the peduncle, while newly developed flowers are at the top. So such type of development of flower is called as acropetal succession. That means mature flowers or the development of flower begins from base and it continues to the top. So such development or arrangement of flower is called as acropetal succession. And as the flowers develop from the base, they open from base to top or base to apex, and this opening of flower is called as centripetal. Then example of racemose inflorescence is caesalpinia. Then the second type of inflorescence is called as cymose. Now in this inflorescence we can see that the growth of this peduncle is limited. That means the apical bud terminates or develop into flower. That means the mature flowers are at the top position, and this arrangement or the development of flower is called as basipetal succession. That means from the top or the apex, the apical bud develops into flower, then these flowers are developed, then these. So this development of flower is called as basipetal succession. Then the opening of flower is centrifugal. That means the mature flower which is present at the top will open first. Then these flowers will open. Then later on, these flower buds will mature and develop into flower and they will open. So this opening, that is from the apex to the base, is called as centrifugal opening. An example of it is jasmine. So inflorescence in plant is developed for the proper arrangement of flowers. Now you know that there are different sizes of flowers. If flowers are small, they are grouped in an inflorescence. Now the position of the flower is different. Some flowers are terminal while some are axial. Terminal means the flowers which are present at the shoot apex are called as terminal, while the flowers which develop in the leaf axil are called as axillary flowers. So inflorescence is the arrangement of flowers on a specialized axis called as peduncle. So we have seen the two types of inflorescence. So inflorescence is the proper arrangement of flowers on a specialized axis called as peduncle. So due to inflorescence, number of flowers can be pollinated, and as they are present in group, the plants look attractive. So inflorescence is helpful for the plant to carry the process of pollination. Now you know that flower is the reproductive part of the plant. So flower is the highly modified and condensed reproductive shoot of the plant, and it is meant for sexual reproduction. So there are many varieties of flowers depending upon their size, shape and color. So there are some terms related to flower, and these are, now the first one is complete flower. Now the name itself indicates when all the floral whorls, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are present, such flower is called as complete flower. When any one of these floral whorl is absent in a flower, it is called as incomplete flower. Suppose if corolla is absent, then it can be called as incomplete flower. Then bisexual flower. Now you know that androecium and gynoecium are the two reproductive organs. Androecium is the male reproductive organ while gynoecium is the female reproductive organ of the flower. When both these reproductive whorls are present, such flower is called as bisexual flower. Then some flowers are unisexual or they are called as imperfect. Bisexual flowers are called as perfect. So some plants show presence of unisexual flower. Now unisexual flower means any one of the reproductive organ is not found, or flower may show either development of androecium and gynoecium is absent, or it will show development of gynoecium, androecium is absent. Such flowers are called as unisexual flowers or imperfect. While some flowers show absence of both these reproductive organs, that is male as well as female, that is androecium and gynoecium, such flowers are called as neuter flowers. Then plants may be monoecious. Now monoecious means the plant which show development of both the flowers, that is male flowers and female flowers on the same plant. Such plants are called as monoecious plant. An example of it is maize. Then some plants are dioecious plant. Now di means two. That is, the male flowers as well as female flowers are present on two separate plants. That means one plant will show only development of male flowers while another plant will show only development of female flowers. So such condition is called as dioecious condition, or the plant is called as dioecious plant. Example of it is date palm. Then flowers are zygomorphic. Now zygomorphic flower means the flowers show bilateral symmetry. An example of it is sweet pea. While some flowers are actinomorphic flower. Now actinomorphic flower means the flowers show presence of a radial symmetry, and such radial symmetry is found in sunflower, and the flowers are called as actinomorphic flowers. Similarly, you know that the stalk of the flower is called as pedicel. When the flower shows presence of pedicel, the flower is called as pedicellate flower. And in some flowers, the pedicel or the stalk is absent. Such flowers are called as sessile flowers. Then at the base of the pedicel, small green leaf like structures are present other than the calyx. Calyx is at the top, while on this or at the base of the pedicel, small green leaf like structures are present, and these are called as bracts. So when flowers show presence of such bract, the flower is called as bracteate, while some flowers show absence of these bract, and they are called as ebracteate. So here we have seen some terms which are related to flower.